Welcome to Jackals Hockey for the Week. I am rinkside here at Langley Twin Rinks watching the Jackals warm up here behind me as they prepare for the sixth game of the summer season here. They'll be taking on a new opponent this week they haven't seen yet this year, a team called the Three Bears. We see the Jackals warming up in their familiar white jerseys with black and blue trim. On the other side of the rink, we see the Three Bears in black jerseys with single orange trim on them. The Jackals are coming off their first loss of the season last week to the Garbage Men. The Three Bears have yet to lose in the new division here in the 30-plus C division, so it should be a good matchup. So let's head to the highlights. We're going to start with the Jackals on a rush here. We see David coming in, takes a shot, it gets blocked and goes to the corner. He takes it round behind the net, gets thrown out front there. Chris Marshall corrals it, throws it on net, catches the goalie by surprise, but it still hits him and stays out. And Darsh with a swing and miss at the rebound. Here we see at the other end, a violent fall by the Three Bears player as he tilt-a-whirls himself into the boards. A bit injured, the play has to stop, and he leaves the ice surface. Here we see a bit of a turnover in the corner there. They put it out front. Jam away at it a bit there. It ends up coming loose to the guy in front who has space there, but Trevor makes a save, covers it up, and keeps it scoreless. A little bit later, we see the Three Bears are still in the offensive zone, working along the wall there. Bruce is tied up with a player along the corner there. As he goes behind the net, he trips him up, and that's a penalty for Bruce. Doesn't like it, so he fires the puck right at the referee. Goes to apologize there. I don't think that was on purpose, but he's going to the box regardless. Here we see on that penalty kill, Chris Duhar knocks it down, pushes it up front. We got a breakaway here for Jerry. Goes in, big save, swipes at the rebound, can't get that to go in. It remains scoreless. Here we see Bruce again working behind the net with the Three Bears player, gets tangled up with him. The player goes down, arm goes up. Bruce gets another penalty after just getting on the box after his last penalty, and he goes back in there. Another power play for the Three Bears. On that power play here, we see them cutting through the middle, getting a good backhand shot off, doesn't go in, and the Jackals kill that penalty, and it goes scoreless to the second period. Early in the third, Daryl finds Bob here in front, gets a bit of a shot off there, but it's loose in front again, but they can't put it in. Here we see the Bears on an offensive chance there, and the blue line jumps up and bites him in the ankles, and he takes an awkward tumble. That's a couple for the Bears so far here. There you saw Chris Marshall cause a turnover back in his own zone, and that allowed Daryl to hit him for a breakaway. He's getting caught from behind. Player gets a stick in there, and it doesn't look like he's able to get a good shot off, but a good opportunity nonetheless. Here, the Three Bears get a good rush right off a face-off in their own end. Player comes through and splits the D, gets through, makes a move to backhand, but Trevor makes the save. Here they come again, coming down the far side, passing it across in front to a player alone in front, and he taps it home, and the Bears are finally on the board. It's about halfway through the second period, and that makes it 1-0. Quickly here, we see another play where they can't keep it in along the point. They push it up to a player at the far end. He makes a few moves. He has to reset, finds a player coming in late, has a big gap there, and is able to pick top corner over Trevor's glove, and it's quickly 2-0 Bears after a long stretch of scoreless play. Jackals looking to get back into it here, breaking out of their own zone. Chris Marshall quickly out of his own zone there. It turns into a 4-on-2. Daryl goes hard to the net. Chris puts it across. Daryl tips it just wide on the left side there, though. That's a good chance, but it doesn't go in. Here we see the Bears off the face-off in a bit of a scramble. Get a good shot low there, but Trevor's got it red. Makes a low save there on the blocker side. And here come the Jackals the other way, though. Chris Duhar has it on the right side, pauses, puts it across, and another tip there from John. That's the inverse of that Daryl chance. It comes right back out to Chris in front there, who gets another good chance, but goes wide on the blocker side. And here's a chance for the Bears there. A player gets behind the defender there, gets the pass across, tries to go high, but puts it over the net, and it stays out. It's still 2-0. Here we see the Jackals coming in slowly again. It's another one of those plays that they put across to the far side there. I think that was Darshawn to John. But like the other two, the puck stays out. Here we see the Bears on a 3-on-2. Put it back. The puck is blocked, but it comes right back out to him, and he's able to put it high over Trevor's shoulder there on the broken play, and that makes it 3-0 for the Bears. Here we see Detroit defending on the right side of the ice there, gets his stick in on the legs of that Bears player, trips him up. Bears player gets back up and still gets a good chance out of it, but that's going to be a penalty for Troy. And here we see the Bears on that power play, working it around the outside edge. They put it across to the player there. who loses the puck briefly. I think Trevor swiped at it with his stick there and knocked it off his stick, but it laid down in the crease and he was able to deposit into the yawning cage to make it 4-0 Bears. Here they come again, another 2-on-1. Trevor's up to the task though, makes the big save there, puts the puck down for the Jackals player who finds Jay on a breakout there. It turns into a 2-on-1 with Daryl, puts it across to Daryl. Ooh, just misses it under his stick, and that ends up ending the second period, 4-0 for the Bears. Here we see the Jackals coming up ice. Chris gingerly across the line, puts it through to the middle, tries to pass it out front to a couple players that are open there. Didn't quite work. David puts it behind the net, gets the pass back, gets another crack at the rebound, and the goalie makes a terrific save there, diving across to glove it and keep it out. We see Bruce gap up on the pass there. A good read, but it doesn't work out. The player gets by him, turns it into a 3-on-1 there, but elects to shoot, shoots high and wide, as Trevor didn't give him a lot to work with. But here come the Bears again, coming down the right side again, throwing the puck across to the player, coming in on the back door, and that one stays out as well. Here, Bob intercepts a pass in his own zone and takes it for a skate, goes down the left side. Stuhar runs a pick down the middle, creates some space, he cuts to the middle, shoots low blocker, goalie makes a save and turns it aside, but that's a good chance there. Here we see Bruce chasing a player down. Does good to not take his third penalty of the game there and get tossed out, but the pass does go to the player alone in the middle, makes a nice move there to put it in, and it's now 5-0 for the Bears. This one's getting away from the Jackals a bit here. Here's another turnover at center. Bob tries to put it through to Daryl. It doesn't go. Daryl chips it on net, and Bob chips it up high there where there was some space, but the goalie manages to get the glove up and make the catch and keep it out. Here we see the face-off after that chance. Bob gets a shot from the point wide. It bounces out. Daryl reads it well off the wall, deposits it into the empty cage, and the Jackals are on the board. It's 5-1. Here they come again. Daryl gets the puck along the sidewall there, finds David all alone in front, deposits it on the far side below the blocker there. Fist pump celebration, and it's 5-2 now. The issue is the clock, of course, as there's only 1:14 left when that goal goes in. Here we see with about 30 seconds left, here's another chance by the three Bears as the Jackals were pressing, trying to make something happen there, trying to make the miracle happen. Turns into a breakaway, but Trevor's there. One big save to end the game, but that's it. It ends 5-2. And unfortunately for our Jackals, that means back-to-back losses since they've been placed into the C Division. Let's have a look at the out-of-town scoreboard for the week. Of course, there's only 4 teams in the division, so we see the 2 games this week. The Jackals there losing 5-2 to the 3 Bears. But the Garbage Men actually lost to the Nighthawks 6-2, a big score in that game. The Nighthawks scoring 5 goals in about 3 minutes in that game to pull away with it. So let's have a look at the standings now. The 3 Bears there now have won all their games, both games they've had in this division after 4 in a higher division where they lost. They've won both the games here. The Jackals remain in 3rd place, slightly ahead of the Nighthawks after their win. Let's look at the games for next week. Here we see the Jackals will be taking on the Garbage Men on Tuesday and the 3 Bears taking on the Nighthawks on Wednesday. Before we go off the air for the week, I think we have some exclusive footage of the coaches planning on how to beat the Garbage Men on Tuesday. Let's check in with that.
Shut down all the garbage matches on the detention level!
No! Shut them all down! Hurry!
Solid advice there. Shut them down. We'll see you next week, folks.